Hello to my subscribers. So this is my first past life reading that I am doing here on YouTube. I just started doing this using my past life oracle cards. I figured why not use them since I didn't want them to be on my bookshelf slowly turning into dust. Either way, this will be my first video. So on this video, we're going to be reading on the past life of the actor Pedro Pascal. He came up on my mind, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out one card, only one, and from there I am going to read a description depending on the card that I select. So without further ado, let's get to the cards. Alright, so I have my cards, and what I'm basically going to do is just ask Spirit, what was the past life of Pedro Pascal? They're already organized, already cleansed. I'm going to take this moment and I am going to pray to Spirit and visualize the energy of Pedro to get a feel of his past life. So give me 1 second. God, I ask you in Spirit to give me the most precise response pertaining to the past life of Pedro Pascal. What was Pedro Pascal's past life? Okay. Spirit, what was Pedro Pascal's past life? Appropriate card to come out. The past life of Pedro Pascal. As I do see one card that appears to get my attention. This one right here, I'm going to take this one out. We have Father. Let me zoom in. Right. We have Father. Very interesting. And it reads as follows. This card indicates that your father in this life was with you in prior lifetimes. Any issues you had with your father likely began long ago. Look at the cards that you drawn prior to and after this card, as they will yield clues about your previous lives that you two shared. He may not have been your father in those lives, though, as souls continue to reincarnate together in different roles. To break any negative patterns with your father's soul, be willing to release old anger or unforgiveness. This can be conscious or unconscious emotional energy stored in your psyche. Just your willingness to clear toxic relationship energy is enough to initiate the healing process. Remember that forgiveness doesn't mean that you approve of this person's actions. It simply means that you no longer will carry around anger energy. By releasing this part, you subsequently healed your present and future. If you totally forgive your father and yourself, you no longer have to reincarnate with that soul unless you choose to. You retain only the lessons, growth, and love you shared. And as an added benefit, the healing work that you do with your father helps all other relationships you have with men. Okay, so it looks as though that this card goes deep. I am still new to Pedro, so any fans that are like hardcore, if you know anything indicating about a father, was a father present in Pedro's life, please let me know. In addition, since the summary of this card stated that the cards you pull prior and after, so this is the first card that I pulled, so I'm going to drag this over to the side, and what we're going to do, we're going to pull out an additional card. Okay, Spirit, anything else you can tell me regarding Pedro Pascal and his father from previous lives? There's the clues that's harboring Pedro Pascal and his father. I see a card that's getting my attention. This one right here. I'm going to take that one out. The next card we have leaving or travel. And it reads as follows. You drew this card because an old pattern spanning several lifetimes that includes travel and leaving. You may notice in this lifetime that you are a vagabond of sorts and want to continually be moving. You may wish to travel often or seek out a career in which you do so. You may also tend to move to new homes frequently. You develop this prosperity for leaving and movement out of necessity during your lives as a burden or other type of nomad. Your relationships may have also involved you leaving your partner or being left by a partner who traveled. This kind of movement is impacting the situation that you're inquiring about today. So pulling upon this is the first time I ever got in depth. It looks as though the problems that is stemming from Pedro is that he either was dealing with a father who was not present and who had abandoned him. That is the energy that I'm getting upon pulling this card and this card together. So he has to work on that in order to release that that trauma that had happened in his life pertaining to his father. Okay guys, so that concludes the past life oracle reading on Pedro Pascal. Follow me here and TikTok for more.